Microphone is active. Checking Twitch. Turn brightness all the way down. Okay. Battery saver's on 85%. I should turn the volume down a bit. So there's an actual goal to this. I used up basically every single save slot that I have in my hard drive and my USB memory. The only spot available is in my memory system, or the system memory, I suppose. And that's why all the slots here are empty. So it's not the most realistic at all. But this is a new country for me, whatever this map is. And it's not in America, it's somewhere in Europe, I think. And it's similar to what I kind of want to actually do in reality, in real life. It would be nice to go somewhere else and have access to land to do things in. You can't do very much in this game. You can do plenty of stuff with farming, but I can't build a house or whatever. So anyway, because of my circumstances, I have no generational wealth. So perfect for hard difficulty, where I don't have any generational wealth or stuff handed down to me. And in hard mode, you don't have any crops already made, already stored. You also start out in debt. I'm not in debt, but I would probably be in debt if I were to do this adventure by going to another country and trying to farm to survive. So that's also realistic. You also get smaller rewards for completing missions, which I assume I would be an immigrant in this new country. And yeah, you get paid less because you can't do anything about it. So that checks out a bunch of these boxes. Less money, already in debt, you get less rewards, and as whatever humanist whatever thing economically I am, I would pay more money to workers than normal. So yeah, hiring assistants would cost more. So this seems like a perfect fit. I forgot I changed that as my notification sound. It's SpongeBob going, blue hat, blue hat, blue hat, blue hat. I forgot about that. I'm gonna turn that down a bit. Okay, Hagenstedt. That's the thing. I never looked up where this country is. I have no idea. The game itself, the game developers, I think are German or Swedish or something. I can look that up later. But anyway, I want to play this because I enjoy the map as well. The map is awesome. And my goal here is not to actually get... Sorry, it's really early. I haven't slept again. Welcome to Farming Simulator. Would you like to start a short guided tour? No. I got this in the bag. I went the wrong direction. Let's turn volume a bit down. Okay, these are my settings. This is stuff I have. The map has lots of small fields. Plenty of small fields a few medium ones, and very few large ones. But you can't combine a couple. Alright. 6:40 in the morning. Wait a minute. Question mark. A horseshoe. 90 more horseshoes hidden in the world. Cool. Anyway. I got missions coming in every 2 minutes. I don't have the equipment to do any of them. But as evident in my statistics, I have no storage of any crop. Just like I would if I were to start an actual farm from nothing. You have nothing, you start with nothing, get planting as soon as possible. Alright, make a wide turn. Just digging. Slow down a bit. Today was a busy day. Well, speaking of which, today, right now actually, it is February the 3rd, 2023. Days are passing by. I still haven't internalized that it's actually February again. I keep wanting to say January. Like 20 something. It's probably because I never said January 30th or 31st on stream. I did stream those days, but I don't think I mentioned the date. So it just feels like I'm missing that. Okay, anyway. So the goal here is to buy... Man, every time I try to say it, instead of the end game and buying a Magnum with dual wheels, I already did that before. I want to try to get Deutsche, that guy, the brand. What's the name of that tractor? I don't know. It's been a while since I read the name. Plus, I'm really tired. Standing around for a while. I didn't tire myself out helping with cooking or anything. Not this time. Tomorrow's gonna suck as well. Later today. Because we gotta do laundry and that always tires me out. For some reason. Don't know why. Maybe it's all the folding. Or just waiting around. Alright, full tank. Slow down. Alright. Switch to this guy. Should be able to go around. Ah, yes. Pollution. Gotta love it. Maybe I should try not to step on the field. I'm sure it's fine. It's all grass anyway. Okay, well that guy's unloading. I am going to move this closer to the bank. ATM here. This is the tractor I want to get. The Agritron. Normally I get the Case Magnum. That thing takes up 7 slots though. This one only takes up 6. And it has the ability to attach things to the front and the back. Whereas the Magnum could only attach things to the back. So it would be a fantastic utility tractor. It's very fast, it's very powerful, and can attach on both sides. Large fuel capacity too. All sorts of things going for it. Now, also, it would be nice for purely cosmetic reasons, not so much functional, to get the one with care wheels. The Deutsche Farm, whatever you pronounce it. I think it's also an Agritron, but it has the care wheels on it. Just move this guy out of the way. It's this one. Yeah, 430. It's the same one as this one, which coincidentally is also the same one as the front loader. It's the 430. It's literally the same tractor, except you can get the 430 with either normal tires, care wheel tires, or normal tires and a front loader, which is the fastest front loader because it's a tractor. But right now I'm not going to do anything with front loading. Although maybe, like, I can more or less manipulate a pallet jack. The little ones that don't really go up that high. I can't manipulate a forklift or anything else like that. Pallet jack, the tiny one, it's as far as I go. But if I were to learn how to do like the forklift stuff, that would open up some more job opportunities as a forklift driver, I suppose. I don't think you need a license for that because you're not going on the road or anything. And that might be a good enough excuse for me to justify buying a front loader. Either an actual one, like the telehandler, or the Weidman, or literally just a tractor with the front loader. There's two of them. There's the 430, fastest in the game, and there's the baby one, what's it called? The G10 or whatever it's called. G40. That one can barely move. Like, it's technically a front loader, but it has like a shovel. That's it. You can't like load stuff with it or anything. It's just like for digging, which you can't do. So it's either digging or loading like manure and stuff. It's kind of helpful if you want to load manure into, say, a greenhouse. But it doesn't really justify itself because of the amount of slots it takes up. It takes up quite a bit of storage. And that's not including the bucket. You could, I guess, move silage with it, but it's so small, you can't really lift the silage up into a mixing wagon or anything. If anything, you might be able to feed the cows directly with silage, but that's basically it. It's not the most useful thing. Alright, sun is coming up. Spent 9 minutes here. This thing. Way at the bottom. G40 front loader. It's pretty pathetic. It has a shovel and a fork. And this thing only works with manure, basically. Both these. It takes up 5 slots. That's like 1 less. With the bucket, that's already 6. You can get the Deutsche 430 Agrotron, whatever it's called. The beefy one that goes super fast. You could get that thing for the same storage price as the G40. It does not justify itself. And it's kind of expensive. Well, it's the least expensive front loader, I think. But it barely functions as a front loader. I don't know what the use could be for that if I were to buy something like that. Maybe literally just loading a greenhouse. I mean, if I were to develop an economy around greenhouses, maybe? That's the thing. Once you have a greenhouse, you need investment in order to make money from a greenhouse. And that investment, it's large. It's not like expensive. It provides a lot of supplies. So like you don't, like it can support many greenhouses. I typically have started putting down 1 or 2 greenhouses, mostly just 1, because they kind of take up a lot of space. So if I really wanted to, I could just get super basic farming equipment and then prioritize cows so that they give me manure, and then have all the rest of the money coming from greenhouses. And I could use like the little G40 tractor to load it in. In theory, that could work. I guess. I'd have to do some math on it. Just counting up all of the slots that all of my equipment would use up. See how much I would have left over. That would kind of force me to slow down. Like, that would force me to make the farm very small in order to afford all of the greenhouses. Alright. Cleaning up this field took about 13 minutes. The fan just picked up speed for no reason. I was gonna search up. See, for harvesting potatoes, that's 10. That's 6, 7, 8. That would be really slow though. But it's fine. Like harvesting potatoes, you should do it. You should plant them in as straight of line as possible. Or what I mean is like a really long line. You do not want to do multiple turns. So you do not want to plant them in a square or harvest them in a densely packed area. So like a square or more narrow. So like you have a rectangle, but instead of harvesting it going the long way, you would go the short way. Or you have multiple turns or stuff like that. You want to avoid turning as much as possible when you have the potato harvester. Or the beetroot harvester. Or sugar beets, I mean. Beetroots for Minecraft. Just because it's a real pain to have to turn that thing. It's a lot easier in FS15. I can put this back here. So far, not a single mission that I can do. And not a single mowing one that I recognize. Ah, there we go. Hmm. Because the potato planter does, I don't know, like 6 rows at a time, I could just do that like twice or 3 times. Just make a really long line of potatoes, and then I could go line by line with the manual potato harvester. Why are these in the game? There we go. And that's all of my crop. Alright, let's see. I'm going to be making money. I'm gonna need to do missions, and missions require mowing equipment. So that's over here. 2 more? No, 1 more. Okay, I should go for the most efficient one. I'm already in debt a whole bunch apparently. 150 in debt. I should be able to afford this. Yeah. There it is. But I also need to get rid of some things. I only have 1 of those tractors. Maybe I can cultivate this field. I don't like this cultivator at all because it feels so stiff. It feels like if you turn to adjust it slightly, it ruins everything. Plus, it gets rid of the grass on the edges, and I don't want to do that. So maybe I should do some headers first. So as long as I stick to a straight line, I shouldn't mess up too badly. But I really want to get this grass before I do this. So I'm going to magically move this stuff back home. Now this tractor is going to be my workhorse as of right now. If I wanted to keep this guy like available and have a different tractor for a workhorse, I have some options. Mostly 2. It's either the Ursus, I'm gonna circle back. For 74,000, the same Argon technically works. It's a bit more expensive in regards to how much horsepower you get per dollar. And then the cheaper one is this one, the Schluter, 37,000. Cheaper than both of those, separately, of course. Capable of attaching 2 things, so front and back. And it does a pretty good job handling most equipment. Okay, while I'm here, I'm going to cut down the grass here. Nice, I got a mission. Alright, let's go. Golf course care, that is... I think that's the green circle that's closest to me, and not more south. Let me see. No, it's the southern side. So it's the further circle. Okay. So I'm going to be traveling a little farther. At least it's a good timing. I can probably just make my way there by climbing over this hill here. Straight line would be better. Because there's a bridge that I can access over here. There we are. I need to get myself into trouble for no reason. Also gotta be kind of careful with the turns. So I believe I maxed out my bank loan already, which is a little dangerous. Because now I can't rely on any extra money when I need it. So if I were to take my mission money right now and spend it on something, I'd have to choose wisely because I cannot go back from that. You could sell things back, but you get around 80% what you paid for it. And that's if you sell it at the shop. If you just sell it online, like through your phone thing, your PDA, then you get around like 60% of your money back. Alright, here we are. Maximum overdrive. Also, I was thinking, should I perhaps attempt to like practice different voices? Just for the heck of it. Alright, how much is this tractor here? The Schluter. 37. Yeah, I can't afford that. Ah, crap, let's see. I run the risk because I only have one mower, basically. One tractor with a mower. I gotta keep him here, just in case one of these missions show up. That also means I can't have him cutting grass or doing anything else. So I do need a secondary workhorse. Definitely. It's just a matter of getting one. I think the Schluter thing would be the best option. And then I would run into the limitation of I only have one set of tools. So I only have one set of mowers. But I can't be mowing everything at the same time. Right now I'm just mowing grass that's freely available. That I can turn into silage and sell. Despite me not planting it. Who cares? There, here we go. Within 2 minutes, I should get another mission. I feel like I might get lucky with this one. Oh yeah, it's still really cold out there. Too cold for me to go outside and breathe in everything. I already had sort of an asthma attack when I was a little younger, like, well, a lot younger now, like 11 years old or something, during Halloween. Didn't seem anything bad. Damn, that's a transport mission. Like, I was running across the street or something to catch up with my cousins, and it was particularly cold, I guess. And like I came home and making weird noises while breathing. And my parents really didn't like the way it sounded. So we ended up going to a clinic, I think the following day or something. I forget when the timeline is. But they gave me an inhaler, which I actually kind of enjoyed. Because the gas thing tasted sweet. And I think I was supposed to take it every like 2 hours or something like that, regularly, or whenever I needed it. But I stopped using it at some point and never went back to it. Don't really need it. I'm not even sure what caused it in the first place. but I seem to be okay now. My heart, on the other hand, that one might get me. That one might be the end of me. Likely. It's not normal for it to just like speed up every once in a while. For no good reason. I'll just like stand. Or like whatever. Get up from my chair. Or move in the slightest way. And my heart's like, oh, are we racing? Are you doing a marathon right now? I better speed up then. No. I'm getting up to like change the channel or something. That's a really old reference. Getting up to change the channel. Who does that? Who the hell gets up to change the channel? Why? You get like, what are these, like radio waves or something to do your work for you? What kind of waves are the controllers emitting? Radio waves? That's probably a bad idea. Well, I don't know. Radio waves can be gigantic. That's the thing. They can be like the size of buildings. I don't know how small they can be. It'd still be considered radio waves. Like, there's a definition, and I don't know what the number is. But I would assume maybe the remote uses radio waves? Why not? Whatever it is, that has replaced the need to get up for decades. The TVs don't even have buttons. Like, they do, but they're like tiny and hidden. And like they're barely buttons. Most of like the flat screen TVs here, they have like tiny switches on the side that you like push. They're like the bumpers on the controller, but less satisfying to push down somehow. And they don't even have like a good menu system either, a GUI, graphic user interface, which I used to think was guided, but that doesn't make sense. Anyway. Man, I really only got to have one mowing mission. Oh well, at least I'm here by the golf course. Easy collection of all this grass. Now the thing is, I should buy a windrower so that I can move all of the straw out of the farm. If I buy one of the small windrowers that like move it to the side, I should be able to shimmy all of the straw to a specific side and then like just get it out of the way. And as long as it's out of the field, then I can plow the field, or not plow it, but cultivate it, and then plant stuff there. Because I need to get seeds in the ground, since I have no crops at all. I got like a handful of wheat. That's it. Next up, I guess I can plant barley. Canola would be nice. Just because canola is very rare. Or hard to get, basically. Not rare. Canola has a very low yield. As well as, well, no, it's mostly the yield. So, like, you can plant a bunch of it, but you won't get a bunch back. Even if you fertilize it and everything. Which does drive the price of it up a bit. It's kind of a higher risk reward type of crop. Potatoes are unique in that you can use your storage potatoes as seed potatoes as well. So you don't have to ever buy potatoes once you have them, which is good because potatoes are expensive to buy in seed form for some reason. And corn and beet, sugar beet, use the same machine, the same planter. I usually plant corn whenever I buy a new field, because every field, when it's new, is already cultivated for you. Corn you need to cultivate before you can plant it, which, by the way, you should also plant it in blocks, I think, because of the way it is pollinated. I think that's right. But it doesn't matter in the game. Because the new fields come pre-cultivated, I might as well take advantage of that and plant stuff that needs to be in cultivated ground. So either corn, potatoes, or sugar or beets. Those are the main three. Once you harvest those, you can then use a different planter that automatically tills the ground for you. And those planters always have wheat, barley, and canola with them. So those are kind of like the second stage crops. So first stage would always be corn. And if not corn, then a combination of corn and potatoes or something. I don't usually ever plant. I don't think I've ever planted like wheat, barley, or canola as the first crop. I think maybe once when I was like first starting out or something, because I wanted to see what the automatic, what's it called, tiller thing does. I was just experimenting around, and I think I made a field that was brand new and had like canola or something on it. So a bit of an inefficiency, but not really. I didn't really like waste any work. First field is always free choosing of what you want to have. Alright, this gigantic piece of grass is already cut. And as far as I can tell, I'm not getting any mowing missions, so it might be safe to cut some more grass. I'll cut some around. I'll go with the cow pasture because it is somewhat connected to the golf course. It's a small patch of land here. I could also just buy this eventually. I don't think I can afford it now. So far I haven't taken a single like actual road. Just been crossing mountains. But anyway, I saw a video of I forgot the channel. They're good guys apparently, as far as I can tell. They're from some place called Berlin. I assume because their sponsorship and stuff is from Berlin. They're sponsors. I don't know where Berlin is, what country it is from, or what the name means, nor what language they speak there. And I feel like I should know, but I don't. Alright, how much is this one? Wow, I have exactly that amount. That would be a bold move to buy this one. And then what, like, I guess I could plant this immediately. Just cutting that piece of grass. Let me check how much a plow is. 32,000. This thing gives me about 8,000. So, if I sell the cultivator and have like another mowing mission, no, that wouldn't be enough. But I could replace the cultivator with the plow for now, because that's way more useful as it can create new farmland. Yeah, I knew it was going way too fast. But as I create new farmland, and then if I were to purchase a field, that would let me create a gigantic blotch of land. And then I can use the little baby cedar and just plant whatever I want there. Now here's the thing. Using a front loader, like buying one, would actually kind of make sense for me. Because a majority of the missions are transport missions. Not like there's more of them, so they show up more likely. It's for some reason very, I don't know, not very. Most of the time when I get mission alerts, they're always transport missions. I never get like mowing ones. And mowing ones are easier, they're more reliable, because they're always in one of 3 spots. 2 of them are really close to each other, and they're over there by the golf course. The only other one is really far away, but it's always in the same spot. So it's very predictable. And you can get away with having like a set of mowers on either end of the map. On the golf course, or at the other location over there by the campsite. Those are the only 2 spots that can have a mowing mission. So as long as you have both of those covered, you're good. However, transport missions are totally different, where the spawning location of the box that you have to transport is basically random. I mean, there's like only certain spots that it can be, but there's no way of knowing where it is, which one it's going to be. So you can't have like transport front loaders ready to go wherever it could possibly be, because it could be anywhere. And to make it worse, you don't know where it's going. So if I selected yes to that one mission right now, Buzzkill, I don't know where it would spawn. It might spawn in like in town, which means I have to get my front loader, which I don't have, get my front loader to town, and then like pick it up, move out, and then only then it would tell me where I'm supposed to go. You can kind of guess with the amount of money they pay you. So like, if it's a ton of money, like over 9,000, I think. I don't know how much it is on the hard mode, I forget. But if it's the bigger amounts, like 10,000 or something, you can assume it's across the map. You're gonna go pick it up at the edge over there, like by the docks, and then you have to bring it all the way across the map to like the golf course. So like the edges of the map, from corner to corner. That's probably what's gonna happen. And for like 10,000, it's worth it, definitely, especially in the early game. It just takes a while. It's not that long. It's like 3 minutes or something. But that's assuming you don't make any mistakes. and you have to do that over and over. Although it is more consistent, I guess, because you're always going to get a transport mission. It's unlikely you'll get a mowing mission, even if the mowing ones are more convenient. Like right now, all I've gotten for the past like 20 minutes have just been mowing missions. That means it's been like 10 in a row. There's like 3 prompts for the mowing missions. There's Buzzkill, there's the vitamin one, Vital Vitamins, although that might be only in Westbridge Farms, I don't know. There's the wool one, what's it called, Wool Worries or something. There's a couple stuff like that. The mowing one is always a golf course care, handicapped, or what's the camp one? I don't know, something campsite. It's only 3. They don't like randomly appear or anything. Like you're not gonna get a mowing mission in a random spot on a different corner of the map. It's always in the same corners. There's a bunch of grass here at the very least. I can mow probably this side and then hopefully get my main field. The one that's closest to home. Home being where my reset point is. Crap. Driving crookedly. Really crookedly. Yeah, Vital Vitamins, or it's European, maybe they say vitamins. I dare say, oh boy. You what, mate? The light to white for you. Alright, there we go. Wait, I'm not done yet. Gotta go this way still. I left a unmown spot here. Well, not this one. One over there. Come on. This spot right here. I don't know what I should do today. If I should sleep, like now, like 15 minutes from now, or something, or get ready to like go running. I don't want to. I'm not hydrated. I'm not prepared. I'm not stretched. I'm not like freaking rested or anything. Plus, everyone's stomach hurts right now, because February 2nd was the day that traditionally, well, it all starts before that, actually. I forget the exact date. I don't know. Nor do I know the reason. But on like a specific day in December, I think? January, I don't know. But a little while ago, we had this bread. Bread of the dead, or whatever it translates to. And it's a big ring shape, kind of like a giant donut. And it doesn't have the consistency of a donut though. It's some other type of bread. But you cut it open, well, somebody reliable, trustworthy, or something, unbiased, they have the task of, like, you get like this little bag of figurines. They're basically like little babies, plastic figures. And the person who's unbiased takes these figurines, depending how many, like 3 or 5 of them or whatever, however many there are. And they are the ones that put them in the bread, secretly. The goal is to hide them in there. Everybody knows they're in there. They just don't know where. So now they're playing a game of whoever wants to have some bread, they're gonna pick up the knife, they're gonna cut it themselves. And if they happen to pick a piece that has the little figurine in it, they commit themselves to provide food on the second day of February. Now these things have like names and stuff that I don't know what they translate to or why they're called that. Candelaria. I don't know what that means. In English, it kind of sounds like a candle. In Spanish, candle is veladora. So it's not that either. It has nothing to do with candles. I don't know what it has to do with. It's very likely a religious thing. But whatever it is, people who get the figurines, they're kind of pressured into like providing food for everybody. And that's what we did. I got one. I got a figurine. I think the figurines are supposed to be baby Jesus. I don't know. I think they are. Anyway, I got one. My cousin got one, and like a bunch of other people in the family got one. But I got lazy. I got real lazy, and I didn't really want to make anything or buy anything. So I didn't. I didn't do a single goddamn thing that I was supposed to. Oh, hang on. My battery is low for the computer, which makes sense. It's been running on just the battery. Alright, hang on. Alright, that's plugged in there. Where is the end of this cable? Let me see. There we go. I gotta plug it in every time. Alright. Yawning, which I don't think I should be doing. But I already did. GG. Okay. I got handicapped, which is a little closer to... the frames are dropping for some reason. Looks smooth that for me on TV, but on stream they look a little choppy. I don't know what the cause of that is. Not much I can do about that, because I don't know what the problem is. I thought maybe I'd head over to the store and pick up some things, see if I can cook something up. Something easy, like get groceries while I'm at it over there. Like just, I think I'm out of hot dogs, so buy some of those. Yeah, this whole computer seems to be really lagging. I ran into a tree. Like even the bars that determine like how much sound is playing, even they are kind of in slow motion. Is this because I plugged in the computer? It might be. Maybe the cables are like all mixed up. I don't really want to move anything. And I gotta cut down that piece of grass. Right, lower the hound, the first front head. And here we go. I also have to deal with a very slight internal struggle of I want to play games like XCOM and just do it on my own like I used to. I used to just play it on my own while listening to other stuff like in the background for myself. Sometimes early in the morning. So like I listened to a couple times, not recently at all, but a couple times the Rashad Ritchie show from Georgia. But he talks really slow with lots of pauses, which is kind of good for my gameplay, for like offline gameplay for me. Okay, I can't afford this yet. Jesus. Scared me, SpongeBob. It's 5:13 in the morning. Okay, I can't afford this machine yet. Maybe I can sell some things. Like this cedar is technically ready. Well, I gotta fill it up first. But it works. That field in front of me is ready. It needs a windrower. I could ted it for a low amount, and then I'd still need to windrow it. But then I'd be able to bale it. This tiny baler is effectively useless for me because I do not have the skill to pick them up. I mean, I know how to. You gotta stab it in a very specific way. But I get frustrated with that, so I don't do it. Right, the butcher. This thing might be my only way to pick up all this grass. I need a windrower. This one is 3 slots. That one's 2. I guess I could just buy one temporarily. Oh, nice. That is perfect. Got a little bit more money to play with now. Once I do this mission. See, the grass missions, the mowing ones, are always in the same spots. It's either this one, or the first one over there by that house, the building, barn, or whatever that thing is, or at the campground. Overgrown campsite, I think is the name of it. Alright, I got 36,000 and something. That's enough to get the tractor, I think. But if I were to buy a windrower, I would want to buy this one. It's like twice as expensive as this one. The Krone Swadro. Let's see about that tractor first. Why do I need another one? Can't afford it though. So if I get a secondary tractor, then I can start cultivating. Or windrowing. So it only saves me time. That's the only thing it does. Which is still good. Alright, I'm gonna wait until I get another mission pop up. And then check out the wind rowers again. Put the harvester away. I'm not gonna be needing this guy for a while. Really long while. Probably until tomorrow.